2Skills, solution has come for unemployed youth.
Hello viewers, this is one-on-one with the mayors in Anambra State, and you're welcome to 1Youth 2Skills TV. I am Genevieve Iverike Omoma, and this is my colleague,
Mr. Steve Onyekuchi.
Yes, today we're so excited, as it is said, one-on-one with the mayors of Anambra State, and we have a special guest in our midst. He is the mayor of Nnewi North. His name is Honorable Echezona Anazodo. He is presently the Honorable Mayor of Nnewi North. He is a youth-friendly mayor, and we are happy to have him in our studio today. Sir, you're welcome to our studio.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
My Honorable, recently you were elected the mayor of Nnewi North.
Yes.
And it is not just by surprise, because looking at your antecedent shows that you are qualified, you have the quality to lead the local government. Can you tell us the scope, or what are your plans to take Nnewi to the next level?
Well, thank you so much. She said, my name is Anazodo, and I'm the mayor of Nnewi North. And by the special grace of God, we came on board just, let's say, a month ago or a month ago, with this recent election done in Anambra. That's what brought us in. And we already have a mandate to deliver to the people. And those mandates were simply to change the narrative of Nnewi North at large. Before now, Nnewi North, we are basically known for opposition clique of the government of Anambra State. And it didn't really start today. It started a long time ago. But this time around, we gave a lot of promise to the Nnewi, especially trying to convince them to change that perspective of seeing Nnewi from the opposition angle, so that I can be able to key in to the government of the day, which is the solution government, the solution agenda, so I can be able to tap in to the dividend of the solution, because that was what every other person were enjoying, because if you go to Nnewi, you will see that we are lagging behind in so many things, and from our own analysis and calculation, that was the product of opposition. So now, just in just less than 1 month, a lot of things have changed, because we have made a complete statement that we are no longer playing opposition politics, that we have already aligned and connect to the government of the center, to the state, which is the solution government. Now we are fully aligned, and a lot of things have changes. And we have seen the direction of where we are going, which is very positive. And we have also seen that we have the ability to deliver our mandate to the Nnewi. That is where we are now. And a lot of changes a lot of things have been happening within this 1 month. A lot of infrastructure, there is a rapid infrastructure development, trying to restructure the system, changing the narrative, building hope, especially among the young ones, the youth. Before now, most of the youths in the Nnewi have lost hope in governance. But as is we are now, we are trying to reactivate the hope. Recently there is a massive construction of roads, especially the dual carriage in the Nnewi now. Even just yesterday, the governor awarded 2 major roads in the Nnewi, the Iworis roads and Bottom Road. All this is we are strictly based on intervention and based on the statement we have made already that we want to connect to the center, especially the solution agenda. Thank you so much.
According to you, you said that you want to connect to the center, the solution agenda. No. Now, the solution agenda, one of the priority projects he has in hand is for youth, especially human capital development. And let me just put it as regards the one he has at hand, which is 1Youth, 2Skills. What is your administration doing in promoting or in supporting or in doing things to align with what Mr. Governor and the Ministry of Youth is doing regarding 1Youth, 2Skills?
Well, let me put some things straight from what you said. We are not trying to connect to the solution agenda. We have already connected and we have already reaping the fruits of being connected. So I think the era of trying to has passed. Then let's now come back to the program, one of the programs that the governor has initiated and been running for some time now, which is a 1Youth, 2Skills. As you can see, we are all the product of this 1Youth, 2Skills. In fact, we started this 1Youth, 2Skills because I could remember when I was the coordinator of the National Council of Nigeria, we all started all these things here. So we have been a product of this 1Youth, 2Skills. The mayor sitting here is a product of 1Youth, 2Skills. And it has given hope to most of the young ones, especially in the Nnewi North. Like now, since we came in, we are trying to look at the program, how it was designed, the way it was being affecting our youth positively. And we are also trying to identify the challenges it were having. Not only because in every success there is always some challenges that you will definitely find out in it, right? Especially there are some issues of they say the way they were posted, they were not posted, but they were being, their name came out, but they are not being assigned to where they will go for training. So all these things were some of the bottleneck challenges we had. I want to thank the Honorable Commissioner, especially because of the way he always responds to part of most of these challenges. When you put a call to the ministry, they will respond and they will also rectify immediately. So we have also tried to rectify those challenges so that no one will be left out from benefiting what is supposed to be benefiting. And also I think we have been doing some engaging with them also because they were kind of trying to complain about most of the logistics about going to where they were supposed to be trained. And that the council also have to by identifying those problems, we try to sort and put most of those challenges in a way that it will not affect them much. Providing some little logistics for them to also have their training too. So these were part of the things we have done so far to make sure that we streamline those 1Youth, 2Skills in a way that it will be very, very productive, and the aim of the aim will also be achieved. That's what we have been doing so far. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Mayor, for those answers. In Anambra State, sometimes they talk about insecurity, this, that, the youth are doing this, the positivity of insecurity and the negative side of it. Now, 1Youth, 2Skills as a whole, the youth are the one being engaged in it. Now, how is your office, how do you intend to help the governor to curb insecurity in the state, or let's just say in your locality, because 1Youth, 2Skills has come to stay? How is your office helping the governor in curbing insecurity in your locality?
Thank you so much. This question seems to be more rhetorical, but I will go straight to the response because I actually know what you're trying to extract from the whole scenario. Now, let's look at it from this diverse. Okay. There is always a purpose for an action. Now, 1Youth, 2Skills, the purpose is simply to engage our youth.
Very true.
Positively.
Very true.
a situation, a youth will have 1 or 2 skills, or even 3 skills, or even 4, 5 skills, depending on his ability to engage on such, right?
That's true.
Now, it's very simple. It has solved so many problems, including insecurity. You know, they say an idle person
The devil's
is
workshop.
a devil workshop, right?
Very true.
Now, it have also ended up engaging the youth to be busy. By the time they're busy, they got themselves trained, they have to mix up with the labor market, they have to explore. You know, by exploring, most of them ended up finding their dreams. You know, develop their potentials, and they ended up being someone in life. Just like as I said, I'm a product of 1Youth 2Skills. You know, because I'll be a coordinator of the Council of Nigeria, so I deal with the youth directly, and I'm in a better position to understand most of the challenges the youth of these days face, and they apply it, and what they're aspiring for. You know, they are aspiring for only simply to have an enable environment to explore. That's what I'm trying to say. This is only the word you need. And what 1Youth 2Skills ended up doing is by creating an environment, by giving them a platform to be someone in life. So when by the time you have opportunity, maybe someone, your parents do not have opportunity to train you. Now at the end of it, government will give you opportunity to be trained on your dream skills, you know. Train you on your dream skills, and at the end of it, they give you a token to set up something.
Yes.
You know, I don't think, you know, this is a modern way of what we call boy. So the governor have also modernized and speeded up, and they reduce the timing. So that time you have to spend 7 years, 8 years trying to learn 1 or 2 things, you know, and after that someone will now settle you with some kind of money,
Yes.
you know. The government, the solution government, may God bless Professor Charles Soludo for his wisdom. You know, he has reduced the numbers of the year drastically to, let's say, a minimum of 3 months, 6 months, you know, probably depending on the scope of understanding of the person you're talking about. You know, he ended up compacting it, and also giving that person the sense token that his organ will also give him. You know, he ended up shortening the timing for somebody to be able to maybe pick and fix his life. So it's a good one. You know, it reduces both the rate our young guys, our youths have been engaging mostly both on drug abuse, you know, stealing, womanizing, so many all sort of things that doesn't really help life to be valuable. You know what I'm trying to say? So that's actually what it had ended up achieving everything, taking people away from the street, getting people busy with the right thing. Thank you so much.
As a friend of the youth, my mayor, you know, and someone that equally I can call a youth himself, you know, what is your advice? This is maybe, let me just say your own advice to the youth of Nnewi North, where you are. What is your actual advice to them in respect of what the situation of the state is, and especially as regards the program that the government have already put in place for them?
Well, I will give a simple answer. The advice is there is no thing achieved in this life without sacrifice. I will advise the youth, they shouldn't seek for urgent freedom in their life. Sometimes you put up some certain sacrifice, because anything that is sweet is destructive. Just what I'm trying to say.
Very.
So most of the times, if there's some need for you to put up some certain sacrifice, you know, the end point of it is more beneficial, rather than trying to make quick ends, you know, make quick money, trying to belong to where you're not supposed to belong. You know, those hypes are not really called for. The other advice is, I will also look at myself and say that I've also applied a path of sacrifice, and that was what put me to where I am today. Because you cannot really, you will cultivate before you reap.
Very true.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes, sir.
You cannot expect, I don't believe on, most of the youth of these days always have the mindset that 1 plus 1 can give you 10. I don't believe that 1 plus 1 can give you 10. If I plus 1 plus 1, if you don't give me 2, I know it's wrong. So I have to go back and calculate it again. On that area, you also end up creating a very stable environment and a very solid foundation for yourself and your life that will take you all through your life, That is number one. Number two, it will also give you a peace of mind so that you go home, you go to bed and sleep without bugging yourself. Maybe you have ended up hurting someone, you have ended up, getting to crossing some boundaries that are not supposed to cross in life, because everything in life has a payback. Whether you do good, you also have a good payback too. Whether you do bad, you also have a payback too. So I believe that is the nature. It's not amount. It does not even amount to how much you pray.
That's true.
So if you don't expect something bad, don't do something bad. So the advice for the youth for them to try to reduce their ego, try to apply the path of sacrifice. Commit their time to something more valuable. Try to learn. Our people these days, they don't always like learning. So you keep on learning. It will give a more productive future.
Thank you very much, Mayor. I've really learned a lot, as a youth.
God bless you.
And a friendly youth at that.
Yes.
We really learned a lot. Thank you for coming to our studio
God
today.
bless you.
And thank you very much. We really appreciate you.
God bless you. Thank you so much.
Yes, it is one-on-one with the mayors in Anambra State. I am Genevieve Iverike Onwuma, and this is my colleague,
Steve, Nnewi.
yes, and this is 1Youth 2Skills TV, and have a wonderful night. Bye.